What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? It's Dan here from Cryonoir. So it's, well, as you've guessed by the thumbnail, it's time to go on another little road trip over to York to go hit Sore Thumbs Up and to do some retro collecting. I've got Rob on his way over to come pick me up, and we're going to see if we can add a little bit more to the collection. It's been a while since I've actually bought anything because obviously we've had Christmas to deal with and all that kind of stuff. So you know, I've been sort of holding back, but you know, times are good. Let's go. What up? You in? It's going to be an interesting day today. Both me and Rob are feeling quite spendy, so we are going to have a bit of a spend. Rob's got some money that's come out of the company, so he's going to go on a bit of a spend. And this is, like I say, my first major trip since well, September. September's the last time that I actually had like a major spend, so I'm going to be a little bit spendy today as well.
If our wives are watching this, we're not spending more than that.
Not much, no. I mean, when we say spendy, I mean we're talking £20 maybe. Yeah. I might push the boat to 25 maybe. But yeah, so we don't really have a goal yet either. We've been talking about this so far. We are going to hit everywhere. We're going to hit both Sore Thumbs. We're also going to hit game, because Rob wants to have a look for something in there.
I don't know. I've literally no idea. I'm going with no plan, no idea what the hell I'm doing.
So we're going to do that. We're also going to go into CEX as well to see what we get. We have to go to CEX as well because we've got some trade-ins. So for starters, I'm getting rid of this, which I got as part of, well, a bit of a story with that one, but basically I've ended up with 2 copies of this for some reason. So one of them I'll get rid of, and I reckon this is going to perform even worse than Assassin's Creed 1, which I got. What did I get for that? 20 pence? Or was it 60 pence?
Wasn't a lot, was it?
So I reckon I'll get even less for that as well. But I also have a copy of Castlevania for the Mega Drive to get rid of, which I'm going to trade in at Sore Thumbs. Now, the main reason I'm getting rid of this is because it is Link Sans manual. Now, I bought this relatively cheaply, and the idea was that, like, oh well, as long as I can find a manual at some point, then I've done really well on that. Even if I have to pay a good chunk for a manual, I've done okay. But the problem was, it's relatively rare, so finding a manual, I might end up having to wait like 4 or 5 years to get a manual for it. And coincidentally, one of these turned up in gamepad with manual, and it was in slightly better condition as well. So I just thought, I'm just going to buy it and then move on with my life. So that's what I'm doing with that. So that, and Rob has a copy of Worms to chop in for the Sega Mega Drive. Now, Rob ended up with 2 copies of this because he was a bit of a numpty. For Christmas,
I don't keep my wanted list up to date. Yada yada yada.
For Christmas, basically, we basically he sent over his wanted list of games that he was after to me, and she said, "Oh, just grab me some stuff off that." And Worms was on there, so I thought, "Oh, wicked! I'll get him that." So I did, and then when I went around to drop off his Christmas presents, there it was sat on his shelf. Well, it's like, "Oh, I've had that for ages."
Well, if you'd got me Symphony of the Night, we wouldn't have had this problem.
That's true. That's true. If I had rather than been a cheapskate, and I'd actually bought him Symphony of the Night for the fucking PlayStation at like 350 quid, then yeah, we wouldn't have had this problem.
No, but we did this year because it was getting ridiculous, and we set ourselves a limit because it was getting ridiculous.
It was getting a bit
one-upmanship with Christmas presents, and at some point someone was going to buy a Neo Geo and then get divorced. So
yeah,
we had to kind of wind it in. So we set a budget, and then basically Dan told me what he wanted. So it was just like, all right, well, this is. budget.
Well, it was within budget. I thought I could either give you like the list of all the N64 games that I'm short of, or I could just say, or if you could just get me Smash Brothers, that would be cool.
Yeah, so that was the easiest option.
So yeah, so we're going to everywhere basically, and we're also going to Mackie D's first because this double chin needs working on. I need to add that up. I'm looking for the treble by the end of the year. So right, yeah, well, away we go. A good day. We got a lot done. Rob bought lots of things.
Things were bought.
Things were bought. I bought things, and all in all, it was quite good. It's now starting to get dark already, even though it's like only 3:30. So we'll head the trek home. Head to the trek home. Head to the trek home. Okay, so we're back. A long day shopping was done. We were in there for quite a while because one of us took longer than the other.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
But we've had a good day. We hit all the places. We went into game and decided that, no. Well, we did pick some stuff up at CEX. You got some stuff from CEX?
I only got a couple of bits from CEX.
So we'll, I think we'll smash through the CEX stuff first, and then we'll crack on.
Yeah, you went all supermarket sweep.
I went in with FIFA 13, I think it was, for the PlayStation 3, and CEX just went no. And I also took it to Sore Thumbs, and they also said no. So I don't know, I might just empty that out and just keep the box, because 360 stuff's dirt cheap. I've been sort of collecting a lot of that as well lately. So I got Watch Dogs, which is pretty terrible, but I mean, it's not supposed to be too bad. It's supposed to be alright, but it's no GTA, let's put it that way. So I got GTA 5 as well.
I thought you already had that.
I don't for the 360. I have GTA 5 for the PC, and I have it for the PS3. And I have played it on the 360 because I borrowed it, but I never actually owned it on the 360, so I now have that. I was missing Gears of War 1, so I picked up Gears of War 1 for 50p. This is the best thing, they're all like 50p and a pound, and so some of them were quite expensive. Like, I got Tom Clancy's Hawks at £2.50. It's like a fighter pilot game, because I like playing games, as I've said before. I got Prototype as well, which is a third person sort of running around a city killing people. I'm up. Like, I looked over my thing and I was like, I don't actually have any Halo games at all. Not one Halo game. So I got Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 3 ODST, whatever that is, and Halo Reach. So yeah, I got basically. I think that's all the Halo games for the 360. I'm not entirely sure. The guy behind the counter went all the Halo games, so I'm assuming that's all of them. So I've got all of them. I also got Advanced Warfare for the 360. I've got it for PC and played it through there, so I don't imagine I will play it on the 360 much.
A couple from the CEX. That was Gears of War 2. But
Yeah.
again, I'm not a fan of Gears of War anyway. But I'm a sucker for steelbooks, and it was like I think I paid about £1.50 for it. So it's worth
The Gears of War.
Gears of War 2 Steelbook edition, and Halo 4, which I've already got, but it was £1 for the Steelbook. So yeah, I'm a Steelbook whore, what can I say? If it's in a Steelbook, I'll buy it.
My SNES collection is pretty much the lowest out of everything, I think. Bar PS2 and Saturn and stuff, but out of the cartridge-based ones. So I thought I'd best pick a couple of those up. So I got Mortal Kombat 2, which it's Mortal Kombat, and it was the second one.
So yeah,
So it comes with the blood, so that's alright. I got...
What, on a Nintendo game?
Yeah.
With blood?
With blood.
Bloody
With
hell,
blood.
shit.
I got Kirby's Ghost Trap. Because Kirby is one of those games that I need to get into because I quite like Kirby. I particularly like the story behind Kirby about how they didn't design him. He was basically like a kind of a placeholder sprite that they put in and then could never come up with anything better.
So they just left it.
So they just left him as Kirby, and I think he's quite cool. And they're quite good. You're eating enemies to take on their powers and stuff like that and everything. And I got Pitfall as well, which is a good game.
That's a good game.
That's a good game. That's a legitimate game. So I got that for the SNES because I didn't have that. The NES collection is not doing too bad. It's certainly better than the... Oh, my fly's open. Just going to put that in the video. The NES, I just picked up some randos that I didn't really know.
forget to buy NES games.
Do you?
Yeah, they're not even particularly expensive a lot of the time. I just keep forgetting to buy any.
And they look cool when they're stacked. You know what I mean?
They do.
It's not like SNES games, which always look shit.
No.
Like, they actually... Or even N64. The only reason why my N64 games look good is because I've got N labels. But, like, NES games actually stack really well. They look pretty cool when they're on...
I need to get some more.
Yeah, I would. Boulder Dash, which is a man with yellow hair. And he's dashing, probably from boulders. Feel free to write down in the comments. Oh, it's only going to be you and me to watch it. But, if anyone else knows what
Feel free
Boulder
to
Dash
mock Dan for not knowing what Boulder Dash is.
Yeah. Tailspin, which I believe you've already got.
I've already got it for the... I've got the Mega Drive version of Tailspin.
I thought you had the NES version.
No.
Oh, so Tailspin, which is, I used to love Tailspin, the cartoon. I used to properly love it.
I think it's just a fairly generic platformer on the Mega Drive, but it's...
Oh, I have no reason to believe that the NES version will be anything else other than the generic platformer. Crackdown. Crackout.
You thought it was Crackdown, didn't you, when you bought it?
Yeah, I either way, I wasn't fussed. It appears to be some sort of puzzling game, which has teeth on it. And I got Gumshoe as well.
I've heard of it.
No, neither have I, but it keeps popping up and, it looks pretty cool. So I thought, it's a light gun game. It's going to be difficult to play without a light gun.
You haven't got a light gun?
No.
So starting with one that Chrissy chose, which is Guardian's Crusade, which is an RPG which failed dismally when it was launched, where you're a knight with a baby that follows you round. I don't really do RPG, not turn-based RPGs, but
all right.
It's supposed to be it's a bit of a hidden gem. It's supposed to be actually really, really good if that's your bag. So
Crusade.
So that's
groovy.
Guardian's Crusade. Make it rare and valuable so I can sell it for a huge profit. Arguably the least the least enjoyed of most of the Wipeout series, Wipeout 3. It's still a good game. It isn't 2097.
Yeah. You see, I can remember I played Wipeout when it first came out, and I'm sure I put a lot of time into Wipeout 2097, but I don't remember anything about Wipeout.
No, I played it a bit at the time, and it's okay, but it's not 2097. It just isn't quite as good. I've still got to get the first Wipeout. I'm still missing the first Wipeout.
I believe I've got it for the Saturn.
I'm sure it'll be amazing. And R-Types, which is...
It sounds like you're saying it wrong. R-Types.
R-Types.
That's what it says, R-Types.
Which is...
I'm playing the R-Types.
I believe...
Is it like a best of?
I don't know if it is actually a best of, or whether it's a compilation of. I'm honestly not sure.
Many Aliens Return.
Many alien returns.
Oh. Maybe it was launched at Christmas.
R-Types. It's R-Type. How bad can it be?
I was going to say, it's like, even a bad R-Type game's pretty damn good.
Yeah, this was a good buy, actually. Although I'm reliably informed by Southern that this is actually going down in value now, so now's the time to buy it, apparently. The first Shenmue.
The original Shenmue on the Dreamcast.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. It's supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread, apparently, but...
It's an impressive technical achievement, and I've played it, and it's impressive for what it is, but it's also, I don't know, kind of dull and plodding and...
Much like my videos.
Yeah, stop watching this crap. Go and play Shenmue instead.
Go play Shenmue.
The effect is much the same.
Kind of a sedative.
Yeah.
Go play like Farmville or something. I mean, everyone raves that it's amazing. I should get a Dreamcast. I really should.
Do you know why you should get a Dreamcast? Mostly because of the huge number of really, really top drawer arcade ports that it features. It's a legitimately awesome system. Get a Dreamcast now while there's still some about and they still work.
Yeah, there's still loads of them about and they're not even that expensive.
No, it's not ludicrously expensive, and there are some stonking games for it. And you know, it was Sega's last console, man. You need to earn it.
I do really. Being a Sega fanboy, I should really.
And it does have the best memory cards of any console.
The best memory cards of any console.
They are awesome. I didn't check what you bought. If you bought anything really good that I want, I'm going to be pissed.
Not really. I didn't buy anything really good that you want. Lotus Turbo Challenge.
I hope you didn't pay much for it.
No, not much at all.
Good.
I'm guessing it's terrible.
It's actually all right. It's not a bad game. It's just game. It is dirt cheap. I think I got that for like £3 at CES.
Yeah, I don't think
it's not much.
Yeah, I don't think I paid that much for it. Or if I paid that much, that's all I paid for it. It wasn't expensive. But yeah, Lotus Turbo Challenge, which is it's a cracking Amiga game. So just racing Lotuses. Surprisingly, they don't break down very much. Really, the challenge
it's an arcade. It's not a simulation.
No,
it's an arcade game.
The challenge would be to make it to the end of the race. Eternal Champions, which is a beat 'em up one-on-one kind of thing, which was a bit of a flop. It was supposed to be an answer to Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat, and it was neither.
No.
But yeah, and again, it's not particularly expensive or particularly rare or difficult game to come hold of, but it's not bad. It's supposed to be all right. Yeah. Apparently, the Mega CD one's the one to get. That's supposed to be really quite good. Shadow Dancer.
Which it looks like someone shot at some point.
Yeah, I think it's had a cigarette put out on it at some point.
Someone didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's actually supposed
Probably
to be pretty decent, actually.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's okay. I played like the Shadow. Because it's basically Shinobi with a dog. You have like a wolf with you and stuff.
I think the thing with that is you don't get multiple lives, if I remember rightly. It's like when you're dead, you're dead. So it's quite brutal.
It's supposed to be very difficult to get through. But yeah, that's like a sequel to Shinobi, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shadow Dancer. So I got that for the Mega Drive, and I also got it for the Master System as well.
Yeah, because
why not?
I was hoping he had Streets of Rage for the Master System, but.
Yeah, I mean, if he does, he's a rare one to find, and it ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2 as well for the Master.
Did they do 2 for the Master System? I did not know that.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, they did. Yeah, definitely.
I knew they'd done the first one. I didn't know they did 2 for it.
Streets of Rage 2, and I'll double check that. I will put that in the little ticker at the bottom, but I'm sure that they did. So I also got Asterix.
You got 2 Asterix?
I got 2 Asterix. I got Asterix for the Master System, which is a platformer, and Asterix The Secret Missions, which is also a platformer. I was a big fan of Asterix and Obelix as a kid. I read a lot of their books. This one has 8 rounds, but this only has 1 player.
Oh.
So that's a little disappointing. The Secret Mission only has 1 player, whereas the original one has 2 player, 1 or 2 player, peripherals and 8 rounds. So a step back there for the Secret Mission.
Yeah, anyway, so that's the one to go for. Buying advice as well.
But yeah, and they both look identical. They both look like just generic platformers.
I got Prince of Persia for the Master System, and I've no idea if this is a good version of Prince of Persia.
Well,
It looks quite pretty.
I
but-
never really got on with any of the Prince of Persias. I was never a big fan of any of them.
No, I like the atmosphere, and I think it looks really nice. But I've never completed it. I've tried numerous times, but never got to the end of it. But yeah,
It's just a bit finicky for me. You have to you have to be exactly the right place to do a jump.
It is utterly
to make the thing.
unforgiving. It's
It's the same with like the other games by them, like Another World and all that kind of stuff. You have to be like, it's really
play it on an emulator with save states for the sake of your sanity. Definitely. Metal Slug Anthology for the PlayStation 2, and it's Metal Slug. It's all the Metal Slugs.
all the metal.
All of the Metal Slugs. Because if one Metal Slug is good, all Metal Slugs are better. It's Metal Slug.
Hello. Gemma's home. Metal Slugs. It's the bomb.
It's the bomb. How many have you got left?
I've got
Well, you've just given that away now, haven't you?
no, because I'll edit that bit out.
Primal Rage for the Mega Drive.
Another second tier first person one
One fighter, yeah, but with animals,
Yeah, with animals.
because you can play as dinosaurs.
So that's a good little argument in the thing. Which one's worse?
Oh, this one.
You reckon it?
Yeah,
Really?
I really do. Yeah, you can still play as a dinosaur, so by default it's better. There's dinosaurs.
Because
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs and monkeys.
Real Monsters, which I know literally nothing about. I'm going to assume it's a platformer because it's a 16-bit
Game on the Mega Drive,
so it probably is. But it's just every time you see a list of Mega Drive games, this is always right at the top because it starts with So I figure I'd better get it because then I've got the one that's right at the start of every Mega Drive list.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason I bought it.
Does it come with the manual?
No, it does not.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, Rob's decided to throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, I've adopted a fuck it policy when it comes to manuals for like generic mid-tier or low-end Mega Drive games because it's a lot cheaper and a lot less arduous to try and track down incomplete ones, and I'm really not that bothered. So it's quite cathartic, quite relaxing.
Oh, speaking of not having manuals, I did really well on my trading for Castlevania as well.
Yes, you did.
I did really well
you
on
did.
that. So
Thanks, Roy.
that was good. They gave me a really good deal on that.
Shadow of the Beast 2, which, as anyone knows, you should play this on the Amiga. You should always play this on the Amiga and only on the Amiga. Do you know, I've watched this completed numerous times, but never actually finished it myself because it is brutally unforgiving, and it's just basically a great big long memory exercise, and it was only really built to show off how cool the Amiga was. But I had a mate at school who just had completely mastered it, and I used to really annoy him by almost every time I went around, just run through Shadow of the Beast again. I just used to make him play through it from start to finish just so I could watch it.
And he would run through the whole
and he'd run through it again. It's just like, So I've seen it all completed numerous times. I don't want to play it myself because it's fucking torturous, but
It's a torturous game.
yeah. Shining in the Darkness. It's a role-playing game. You know it's a role-playing game because it says role-playing games underneath the title, which is always a giveaway. Always seems to be very well spoken about in terms of RPGs on the Mega Drive. So I figured, let's give it a go.
Is it like a dungeon crawler type thing?
I think so. Yeah. There looks to be sort of shades of Eye of the Beholder.
Wait.
So I'm assuming it's something along those lines.
This was like a first-person view where you just move block by block.
Right.
And again, no manual.
There's no manual
You
in
see,
that.
again, I picked that up. There's quite a few of yours that you've got that I picked up. I went, no, it's not complete.
So I'll never be able to play any of these because I won't have the manuals. I won't know how
What
it
happens
works.
if you get into that and like it's well, no, you won't, because you won't get into it. But like if it was really complicated and you needed the manual.
If only, right, there was like a network of computers that were all connected to each other that enabled you to find almost any piece of information you ever
somehow
wanted to know.
communicating through some way magic spider webs.
Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be amazing.
Yeah, Galaxy Force 2, which is a really good shmup
That's a
for
shmup,
the Mega Drive. That one also doesn't have a manual, but I suspect I can figure this one out. I'm guessing keep moving right and press fire. I'm just going out on a limb here, but I reckon that's how that
special
one.
Fire. What about all the different power ups? What do they all do? How you could go in blind?
Yeah, I'm living on the edge. How many manuals have you got with your
N64 games.
N64 games or boxes for that matter. Any of those? No.
None whatsoever. No, I haven't.
Interesting.
Yeah, but the fucking difference in price though is fucking ridiculous. You know, some are like a £5 for the cartridge or 25 quid for the fucking box and manual. And strangely enough, I'm not willing to spend that much on such classics as FIFA 99. I think that's the last time I'll have to say I bought a FIFA game for the N64.
Alright.
I'll have got all of the FIFA games for the N64 now.
Look at you.
Such an avid footballer. But you know, like I still have a few FIFA games to get for the Mega Drive and for the SNES, so I'm doing all right there. It's just ticks it off the list. NBA Jam 99 again ticks it off the list. It's a basketball game. Came out in 1999. You play basketball, and he looks very shocked, whoever he is. I think his name's New Jersey. So he looks, or maybe he's just very pleased that he's got a New Jersey.
Yeah, he's got a New Jersey. Look.
I got a New Jersey, right up front of my top sleeve. So yeah, so I got that. Another like low tier title as well. I got Lamborghini, which is, I would assume, a racing game where you race as Lamborghinis. Now, that means one of two things on the N64. It means it's really, really good, or it's utterly terrible. Because there's lots and lots of really good racing games on the N64, and lots of really terrible ones. The one thing it did very well was racing games. So,
The one thing it did very well.
well, not the one thing it did really well. It did lots of things really well. One of the things it did really well was racing games, and I have a feeling that Lamborghini may or may not be one of those.
Yeah. Not video output, it didn't do that very well.
No, it didn't do that very well at all. That was a big crack.
That was a big crack, wasn't it? Look at that.
Very durable, a lot more durable than Dreamcast games.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Load Runner 3D?
Yeah.
Load Runner 3D. Don't confuse it with the 2D Load Runner, because that was a completely different game altogether.
That was good.
They were all good. So I have no idea what this is.
I don't know whether that's any good or not.
Yeah, I mean, that could literally be one of the best games of all times. I have a feeling it's not though. Oh, Extreme G2. So these are like quite cool. They're kind of like futuristic motorbike racing games.
Yeah.
A bit like Tron. And I think you've got weapons in them, and it's a bit like Wipeout almost, only you're not hovering.
Right.
You're on bikes. Seeing as I was trading in one of the best Castlevania games ever made, I thought I would buy one of the worst Castlevania games ever made. Oh, and it's missing the back sticker. Oh no, it's not got the back sticker on. Oh well, never mind.
Well, you can always the back stickers are all basically identical.
I think they are.
So you could just nick the back off
another one,
off NBA 99 or whatever.
I could do, yeah, I could.
Or would in your mind would that then be polluted because it wouldn't have the original back on it? Or,
I don't know. Or I could just
something.
I could just not care and just.
Right. So I get shit unlimited for not caring that a couple of my games don't have the manuals, but it's all right. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's not got the back sticker on it.
Shit unlimited.
Yeah.
That was like a 90s dance act, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Castlevania for the N64 was not a brilliant... As far as I'm aware, they did 2 Castlevania games, and I've heard people shit on certainly one of them. I don't know if one of them was good and one was shit, or whether they were both shit. I have a feeling that they were both shit. So, but I'll find out. So
I saw that and I thought, we spent some money, because for some reason it hadn't registered it was an N64 cartridge. I thought it was a SNES cartridge. It was like, Super Castlevania 4. It's just like, he has been a bit spendy, but no, it's an N64 game. So
N64 Castlevania, one of them.
So is that a 3D Castlevania?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Yeah, they're not good. They're really not good. And they also get rid of the whole Metroidvania approach as well.
So everything that's good about Castlevania
removed. But I have bought something that was like a little bit spendy and was pretty fucking awesome. I got Paper Mario for the N64, which is quite a rare one, and it's that is legitimately fucking amazing. I don't care what you say. That is a really, really good game. So. I got Paper Mario, which is wicked. So I'm very happy to have that in the collection now. That was one of the difficult, expensive and rare games for the N64. So I've not really got that many left. I got Tarzan not so long back as well, dirt cheap. I was very lucky on that. That was hideously underpriced. Yes, this one. Oh, I'll have that. Thank you. Yes, I'm almost there now with any of the expensive ones. I don't think there's much now of any significant value. Some of the Mario Party games are quite expensive. Yay! But other than that, so I'm almost there now with the N64.
Street Racer, which went after for a little while, because if you've played Mario Kart, it's kind of like a really underrated clone of Mario Kart.
very
It's
good.
an awful lot better than you would think it would be.
I've heard a lot of people kind of recommend it, like, you know, like when they're sort of trying to pick up old games and they're just getting into collecting them and blah blah blah, and they see how much Mario Kart goes for on the Mega Drive, on the SNES,
on the Mega Drive,
On the
Mario
Mega Drive.
Kart. You get
On
not
the SNES.
surprised.
Which is not a hideously expensive game, but it's not like a dirt cheap one. A lot of people say, well, pick up Street Racer, it's pretty much just as good.
Yeah, I mean, if you judged it by its box art, no, you'd never buy it because I mean,
It's pretty terrible.
it looks awful. It's
it-
to be a
is it
legitimately decent game.
Next ones, don't pile them underneath that because you're going to hit it next
gonna
time
hit-
as well.
Yeah, the big thunk was me twatting the microphone. Gynoog, Gynoog.
Guy with wings.
Gynoog, yeah, guy with wings.
Guy with wings.
It's a shmup, but you're a guy
With
wings.
wings.
You are the guy now. In fact, you are War, a winged battle master with the power to hurl bolts of energy. And yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shmup. It's a shmup, but you're a winged dude. Fantastic Dizzy. Anyone who knows Dizzy games will know exactly what it. I fucking hate Dizzy.
You hate Dizzy?
I hate Dizzy.
Oh.
It's just a tedious memory exercise, and it just bores the crap out of me. I have tried to like Dizzy games since my Spectrum days, and I just don't. I just don't like him. Just stupid egg shit twat.
How can
No.
how can you be a British retro gamer and not love Dizzy? Yeah, no, but he's like a British icon.
So what?
Anyway, Dizzy, it's good. It's good. Don't let him tell you otherwise.
He's a British icon like Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson's good as well.
Is Zombies, which is a very acclaimed Mega Drive game. That's as much as I was telling you about it.
It's not Zombies Ate My Neighbours, is it?
Basically, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So Zombies Ate My Neighbours, but
Zombies.
not according to the title.
Not according to the title.
So yeah, that's supposed to be quite cool.
It's got boobs on it.
It's got boobs on it. Totally appropriate boobs. The less said about totally inappropriate boobs, the better. Hey, Rob! Rob bought me this because I spotted him, and this is Daniel's son from
Karate Kid.
He's got movable actions. I didn't get to test out his movable actions actually.
Test out his actions.
He was very cheap, mainly because he's missing his Cobra Kai. Oh, he wasn't Cobra Kai. Whatever his dojo thing was.
Yeah.
He's missing his top. Unless he's supposed to be like half butt naked. But yeah, and he has.
What does he do? Does that work? Does that even work? Choppy.
So yeah, that's Daniel's. His book is such a...
It's quite accurate because he's really good at making rapid, sharp movements with his right arm.
Focusing on him.
Focus, Danielson.
Focus, Danielson. Heather. There he is.
There he is.
He's in all his glory. Danielson. Hey. It's just amazing. I couldn't.
That is awesome. I love that.
It comes down quite a whack, doesn't it? Does his other arm?
His other arm doesn't do that.
His other arm doesn't.
Well, no, give me, yeah.
His left arm is weak.
But his right arm is very strong.
He's got a very strong right arm for chopping. So I got him. I got Frontier Elite 2 for the Amiga, which is boxed, obviously, in case you can tell, but it's in really, really good condition.
Has it got the manual? Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Look at all the paper.
Comes with the discs. They'll definitely
They'll
work.
definitely work.
Definitely, they'll still work. It even comes with the registration card for it.
You've got to claim that T-shirt.
Claim that T-shirt. Quick start guide. A fuckload of manuals, like proper legit, old school, big, thick, chunky manuals with lots and lots of writing. And
You know what I've
bad
noticed
artwork.
isn't in there?
What's not in there?
An Amiga, so you might struggle to play
I
it.
might struggle to play it. What with me not having an Amiga at home, and it didn't come with an Amiga. So yeah, so I admit I don't have an Amiga, but I do now have Frontier Elite 2 for the Amiga. And let's be honest, if I was going to play it, it would be a pirated copy anyway. I would just
Yeah.
download the ROM. In fact, I think I have the ROM on there somewhere. I actually already have the ROM for it, but now I have like the legit boxing. And the main reason why I bought this was because obviously I know the guy that did the music for it, the name droppy. So I had to get this just because. And also, it's just fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's just fucking amazing. Frontier Elite 2 on the Amiga. So there we go. Happy days. You got some good stuff. I got some good stuff. You got Danielson.
Some friends became enemies.
Yeah,
Enemies became friends.
as we always say. We went on a journey. We came back from the journey better but poorer people, and it was all good fun. Thank you very much for getting to the end. If anyone actually does, I think possibly you might get to the end, and Kaylin definitely will do.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's it. Maybe Gemma will do. So hi, and that'll be about fucking it normally. But yeah, thank you very much for watching.
We'll
guys.
see you in the next one.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah, man.
Did you just?